welcome to the Sidings. It's been a great week, and I even this weekend managed to get down to my local preservation railway, where they were running a classic Pacer diesel, and had a little ride on that. If you look up Chasewater Railway, they're awesome. It's 2 miles of colliery line that's been preserved. Wonderful. Anyway, on with business. The 60 centimetre shelf project has taken leaps and bounds. Fortunately, not off the desk. It's stayed right where it's safe. Starting with getting a paper template so that I could cut down some roofing felt and actually lay it as my ersatz track bed. So you can see here that I've got it glued down onto the board now, and one of my chunks of polystyrene to start creating the back seam. Great fun. Just drop the paper template over it and get the Stanley knife out and job done. And then I thought I'd start trying the things that I've never done before. So applying a little bit of black wash to some scenery. I've got one of the principal things about this project is that you should recycle and reuse as much as possible. And I do have some platform kit that I had when I was a child with my Thomas the Tank Engine Hornby rail set, but that's somewhere in a cupboard somewhere. So eBay is your friend. £6 got me a box of Station, and it's lovely, it really is, but I thought I'd just try and bring out some of the brickwork on the front so you can see me learning how and maybe how not to do the acrylic paint work there. Great fun, absolutely recommend it. It's brilliant. What I'll do is I'll speed up the midsection when it's boring, so you can see that there, and rubbing it, buffing it to a fine finish in order to get everything nice and neat. The idea is that the black paint just falls into all the little nooks and crannies in the surface, and then when you wipe off the top and give it a quick rub over, it stays there to give depth and shadow on the item. I've seen it done. I've never tried it before. I'm not even pretending I'm any good at it, but it's fun and it's easy, and this was an opportunity to try something, like I say, that I've never done before. Next was to secure a bit more foam for the back seam. So I've got a bit of foam, again, just stuff I had lying around in the depths of the garage. Even here you can see I borrowed a brick to weigh down the platform. Once painted up, just glued that into place. Bit of multi-purpose contact glue. That's not coming up anytime soon, but I did weigh it down to stop it wandering away while the glue set. So next, creating a bit of back seam. First of all, I got my darker foam and cut a shape to fit in the gap by where my tunnel portal is going to be. And then having done that, it was time to look at how to shape the whole hill. Now, I'll just speed this video up. You don't need to see all the umming and ahhing and sitting around with my arms crossed while I thought about things and waiting for the little heating wire to warm up and whatever. But actually it was great. And it isn't brilliant. I don't pretend that it is, but it's mine and it's good enough. And what I need to do now is move on and ideally just prime those sections with a base coat so they're about the same colour. And then maybe even undercoat them in green so that when I put the grass mat on, which I've picked up from my local train shop, Hobby Rail, Sutton Coldfield. When I pick that up and coat it on, it'll look like grass. Again, never done this before. I have no idea what I'm really doing, but I'm very pleased with the general shapes that have come out of it. And you can see in one of the photos that I've used an offcut just to edge in my tunnel there so that it looks like it's going into something. Next task, you may see the cereal box on the back of my table, is to cut a section out of that, paint it black on the inside and have the interior of my tunnel. And then finally it was time to start putting the track into place so that I can place everything properly around it. I won't waste lots of time with individual setups, but you can see me dropping the track pins there, and then a little bit of the test. So hooked it up to the electrics, gave it a whirl. There's a couple of spots where I think I just need to clean the track, but so far I'm really, really pleased with how it's going. And I hope this has been as much fun for you to watch as it has been for me to have a crack at. So I don't know when my next update will be. Many, many thank yous to the 1,400 odd people so far who viewed the video and all the lovely comments. Who knew that this world was such a positive and inclusive one, and encouraging to people like me who just don't have a clue what I'm doing. But thank you very much. Another update soon, I hope. And I'll leave you with a literal picture of the end of the line taken with the consent of the driver from the cab of the Pacer 142 class that I had a ride on the weekend. Cheers. Take care.